Far from Kotis, in the mighty kingdom of Omeogo, lived Prince Odra, son of King Izero. He was handsome and wise, yet restless. He felt trapped in the palace, a place full of flattery and false smiles. One night, he told his father, "Papa, how can I rule a people I do not truly know? I want to walk among them. I want to see their world." Against the wishes of the royal court, the king agreed, but the prince was to travel in disguise. As a common man, with nothing but a staff and a warm cloth, Odra journeyed across forests, rivers, and farmlands. His feet finally led him to Kotis. Kemdilai stood by the village stream, washing her torn wrapper. Her hair was tied in a simple knot, and though her clothes were worn, her smile was bright. When the disguised prince greeted her, she did not shy away or look down on herself. She simply smiled and said, "Stranger, may your journey be blessed." Something about her voice felt like cool water on a hot day. Odra, curious, walked with her back to the village. Along the way, he watched her lift an old woman who had fallen. He saw her soothe a crying child. He saw the goodness that lived in her heart. He thought, "This girl is a queen without a crown." The village girls noticed the stranger's interest in Gemdilai. They whispered, they hissed, they mocked her when she walked by. Who is she to speak to him? She has nothing, not even 2 wrappers. She is too poor to look a man in the eyes. But Gemdilai ignored them. She treated the stranger with the same kindness she gave every soul. One evening, the village chief's daughter, Oloride, approached Odra. She boasted proudly, "I am the most beautiful girl in the village. My father is wealthy. If you seek a wife, choose me." But the prince only bowed politely. His heart was already leaning toward someone else. To understand the villagers better, the disguised prince announced, "I seek help for a long journey. Bring me something that shows your true worth." Olido came with gold beads. The trader's daughter came with foreign perfume. The chiefs brought fine clothes. Kemdilai brought only a small calabash of clean water and said, "I have no wealth, but water gives life. Let me give life to you on your journey." The entire village laughed, but the prince saw the purity of her offering. He took the water, drank deeply, and bowed to her in thanks. The jealous girls were furious. That night, they planned to shame Kemdilai. They tore her only good wrapper, pushed her into the dust, and mocked her mercilessly. But instead of crying or fighting back, she stood and said, "Your cruelty cannot change who I am." She picked up her torn wrapper and walked home. The prince, who witnessed the cruelty from a distance, felt anger rise in him like a storm. He clenched his fist. They will know who she truly is. The next morning, royal guards stormed the village. Trumpets blared. Villagers panicked. They watched as the stranger was surrounded by guards who knelt before him. He removed his disguise. The villagers gasped. He was Prince Odra, heir to the throne of Omeogo. Even the chief fell on his face. Olido trembled with shame. Then, before the entire village, Odra walked to Kemdilai. He lifted her chin gently and said, "You gave me kindness when you had nothing. You gave me water when others gave gold. You showed me the heart of a queen." He turned to the crowd. "I choose Kemdilai as my bride." The village exploded in shock. Kemdilai was taken to Omeogo. The maids gasped at her beauty when dressed in royal garb. She walked like a queen though she had never worn jewels before. When she stood beside Prince Odra, the people cheered. A queen from a humble heart. A bride chosen by destiny. The palace erupted with drums, dances, and feasting. Children sang her name, mothers blessed her path, elders praised her spirit. As queen, Kemdilai remained humble. She built wells for thirsty villages. She opened the palace to widows and orphans. She never forgot her past. King Odra called her the jewel of Omeogo. But the people called her the queen with the golden heart. Generations later, mothers told their daughters, beauty fades, money can vanish, but a pure heart attracts destiny. And so the long folktale became the lie. The poor girl who married the prince lived on his stories, songs, and moonlit gatherings, a legend of hope, a testament to kindness, a reminder that destiny sees beyond poverty.